Okay, hello, welcome, and thank you, Banana Chan, for having us and for agreeing to this chat. And moreover, thank you to Narrattiva for this wonderful possibility. So, is everything okay? Are you?
Yes, I'm having a great time. This has been a fantastic convention. Narrattiva has been amazing hosts, and they've been fantastic partners to work with as well for all of our games.
Okay, fantastic. We love all of everything about this. So first is a little explorative question. We were wondering what was like your first RPG experience and what shaped your tastes.
So I think when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I played Dungeons and Dragons for the first time. I believe it was 5th edition, but I didn't have a good time. And so years later, I played Monster Hearts by Avery Alder at a small convention in New Jersey, and it was a local convention, very small, and I had an amazing time. And that was when I realized that TTRPGs, tabletop role-playing games, don't necessarily have to fit in with the fantasy genre. And so because I realized that it doesn't have to be fantasy, it could be anything, and you're just, playing make-believe, that's what shaped the way that how I viewed TTRPGs as a whole. And that's how I got really, really into them, because I realized it's just storytelling.
Oh, okay, that is really interesting. And by the way, Avery, she's here, and we're also having an interview with her. That is fantastic. It's quite interesting, actually. And more expanding on this argument, what kind of media and what kind of opera do you take inspirations from?
Yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from horror movies. So I love horror movies. I love body horror. I love psychological horror, those kinds of movies. And I take a lot of inspiration from other types of art a lot of the time, because I have a fine arts background. So I went to art school, and I think that I couldn't find a job necessarily in the arts, but I ended up becoming an artist through TTRPGs, and so that was sort of what fueled my passion for creation, where it's like, this is something that I've always wanted to do. I just didn't know how to express it, and games gave me that ability to express what I wanted to do and what I wanted to say.
Yeah, you wanted to create your own niche, let's say.
Yeah, and it's difficult to express yourself through painting or illustration or video sometimes. And so I think that when I discovered games, that was when I officially was like, oh, this is, or tabletop RPGs more specifically, that was when I realized this is an art form, this is completely different from, the things I'm so used to, and it gives me a platform to do something that I've always wanted to do and, share my voice that way.
Yeah, and that is actually really interesting. I didn't know you had a fine art background, so this kind of changes a lot of things, because I think you can see the creation process in a different way maybe than other kind of game designers.
Yeah, maybe. I think that a lot of people, they love being creative. I think that, creativity is inherent to a lot of people. I think that folks like to make things, right? Like making things is definitely like a driving force for some people. For me, it's definitely the same. I love to make things. I love to tell stories. I love to, to get dirty with the medium. And I think that my lens is more shaped around the experiences I have, which is, probably what makes me unique in terms of my storytelling. But I think that everyone has their own unique perspective. And so if they wanted to, dive into TTRPGs, if they wanted to, create something, then, hopefully it's through their own unique lens. So.
Okay, perfect. And about this, you're a really famous game designer, and
No, not that famous.
I mean, yes, but is there something that you think you might advise? Is there some advice you might say, or some hints you might give to future game and aspiring game designers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that creating something that is personal is really important. Creating something that is true to, like, one's own experience, one's own self is more important than trying to create something for I don't know, for something else, right? Like, so obviously it's very important to make money because you have to live and you have to, like, feed yourself. You have to have a roof over your head. But I think that if you ever get the chance to create something for yourself, do something for you, then it's like the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself.
Perfect. And also you have your works here, so you might show it and I don't know, maybe skim through it. It's very nice. It's a very interesting view, and I really appreciate it. It's really interesting. Thank you for bringing it and showing it. Would you like to maybe sign it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. We can do it maybe at the end of the interview. Okay, perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. So, I had another question on the horror side of your creativity process. You said you really like horror movies and horror stuff in general. Why did you choose such a strong medium to convey the stuff that you want to say, let's say?
Yeah, I think that I really enjoy playing with darker materials. There is an interview that Zach Kreger, who is the director for the newest Resident Evil movie, he also did Barbarian, he also did Weapons. He said in an interview that, when he was writing Barbarian, not Barbarian, it was Weapons. When he was writing Weapons, he hid himself away and he just started writing the script, and it felt like a kid playing with crayons. And so for me, it's sort of similar, where it's like, I'm not saying that I'm anywhere near his level. I mean, he's a genius, but I think that for me, when I'm creating something, it does feel like it comes naturally. It feels childlike because I'm just expressing myself without any inhibitions, and so it's a much more free experience when I create from horror rather than any other medium, any other genre. Any other genre, it's a little bit more difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I'm writing romance, I'm just like, I don't know how to do this. This is so difficult. But when I'm writing horror, I enjoy it because I'm just like, this is so freeing. This is something that I feel good about, and so I can just easily spill my guts onto a page.
So basically, while someone might find it natural to write fantasy, someone might find natural to write romance. You just enjoy horror, and I find it really freeing, and I thank you very much for saying this, because maybe not everyone maybe finds themselves maybe free to express this, because horror is, I wouldn't say frowned upon, it's such a strong word, but is not really friendly, beginner friendly maybe genre.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think that horror is not for everyone. Not every genre's for everyone, but I think that horror is definitely for me because I feel at home with it. It's something that I feel like I can just keep writing and not feel tired of it until maybe later. Maybe 10 years later, I'll change my mind and be like, oh, actually, I don't like horror anymore. Maybe I want to do something else. But in the meantime, I still really enjoy using horror as my vehicle for storytelling.
And I mean, I don't see anything wrong with changing what you want to do.
Yeah.
You are a human, you are evolving, and it's fine. Maybe some years down the line you will steer through to romance. Who knows? I mean, I'm just joking, but
It'll be surprising if I do, honestly.
and so another thing that I wanted to ask you, is there first of all, are you used to master your own games? Are you used to maybe at conventions bring your own games at the table? So meeting the people and having them play with your games?
Yeah, so when I first started, I actually did a lot of game mastering. And so I think it was, oh gosh, I think it's got to be 10 years now. I think it was 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit less. Let's say it's a little under 10 years ago. I wrote a scenario for Kids on Bikes, and it was called Dads on Mowers because I'm friends with. So I'm friends with Doug Lewandowski. He's one of the creators of Kids on Bikes, and he asked me to write a scenario for him, and so I wrote Dads on Mowers because we're friends. I like to joke and I like to make fun of him. And so after writing that, I ran a bunch of games of Kids on Bikes using Dads on Mowers, and that was sort of my foray into GMing for strangers. Previously, I had GM'd for like friends. I had, done a little bit of playtesting on the side. I've done, minimal D&D, but mostly like powered by the apocalypse, that kind of thing. And so this was like the first time I had actually GM'd for people I never knew. And as I was doing that, I realized, this is really impactful. Like, people come away with this with a really a fun experience, and these are always people that I don't know. And so I think it's a little bit different when it's like GMing for people you don't know. And then since then I was like, I want to GM my own games. Like, I want to do my own games. And so that's when I started writing Brillante, the Banquet Hall with Sun Phone Lim. There are a variety of different things that happens during that time. This was 2018. Around 2018, that's when we started working on Brillante, the Banquet Hall, and it took us about 2 years to write, and then another 1 or 2 years to publish. But that was when the turning point happened, I think, where I was just like, okay, like, I can start GMing for strangers. I feel confident in doing it, and it feels good to GM your own games because you can make up the rules sometimes. It's okay to just make it up.
You can't remember. Oh well, it's definitely like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Expanding on this, do you remember a particular moment where maybe the message you were trying to convey wasn't the people didn't get it, or it was understood in a different way, maybe not like you wanted it, or maybe if you remember a particularly fond experience, whichever you want?
Yeah, I think in designing games, I mean, it's like creating art. I think that art gets misinterpreted all the time. And so I think that there have been moments with forgery. There have been moments with Brillante, the Banquet Hall as well, where maybe folks take it the wrong way, or they don't really understand the true meaning behind it, and that's okay because it's a game, and games are meant to be interacted with like any medium. And I think that once the creator is done with their work, they have to, they don't have to unless they want to keep it to themselves, then but if they want to bring it out into public, then that's when the public sort of takes it and reinterprets it and tries to make their own spin on it through their own experience, through their own lens. And so I think that it happens quite frequently, and I'm okay with it. I think the only concerns I have is when people skew it in a way that's not negative, but in a way that's it can be a little bit unhinged.
Oh really, it happened?
it's just a concern. I don't think it's happened just yet. I've seen my peers have their work sort of skewed in a way where it's like, oh, this means this and this means that, and it's like, a hidden message or something like that. And I'm just like, I know that creator. The creator never thought about it that way. And so I think when people skew things in a way that's like, extremely unhinged, or it becomes like racist or, xenophobic or like sexist or whatever, then that's when it's like, okay, like I don't think that they understand what the initial intent of the art is. So I haven't experienced that for myself yet, but I have seen my peers experience that for them. So hopefully that doesn't come a day where it happens to me. We'll see.
Okay, well, we definitely hope that it won't happen to you. And even though the internet is a wild place.
Yeah, the internet is wild, for sure.
Okay. And anyway, any particular fun memories from GMing that you have?
Oh yeah, I've had several memories that I'm very fond of. I actually GM'd Jiangshi the Banquet Hall with a screenwriter and her kids, and it was so fun to watch the kids just like role play, because all three of them, they had never played a role-playing game before, and this was their first experience playing, and just getting to see their faces light up when there are like moments of levity, or they're they're getting like trying to problem solve when there's like a monster, or trying to figure out like what to do next with my role. We had the scenario where there was a bunch of Jiangshi. They like formed this giant snake creature, and they were trying to defeat it, and so they had to like come up with like ways to like defeat this thing using the tools that they had. That was a lot of fun, I think, and it just made me feel really good about the work, because these are people that have never played before. This is like the first time that they're playing, and they're experiencing it, and they're having a good time, and that really made me happy. So,
well, it's really nice and interesting, and kids playing.
yeah, they were. I mean, there was. I think they were like 16 or 17. They were twins. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were much younger. Okay.
Oh no, not that much younger. No, I played with. I have a kids game from years and years ago as well, that we ran with kids as young as, I think they were 6, and it worked out pretty well. But I haven't designed a kids game in a long time.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do, and you have to think a lot about it. But anyway, it's been really interesting, and it's been really nice. So, are you having fun here in Bologna Play?
Yes, absolutely. I'm having a complete blast. Like, this has been such a fun experience. I'm meeting so many cool people like you, and getting to chat with you. This has been so fun, and just getting to meet everyone and seeing what the game design scene is like here has been really eye-opening. Like can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to shit on the American scene, but I think the Italian scene, I've seen like some incredible products. Like the way that the production quality is incredible, and it feels so personal, and it feels so like I've seen some GM screens that are so intricate, and they feel very handmade and like very intentional, that I just don't see that much in the American scene. And so I hope maybe we'll be able to see some more of that in the future. But for now, I'm excited that I get to see this stuff.
Oh, we're really happy. And lastly, are you happy? Would you like to see more of your games played in Italy and maybe translated?
Yes, 100%. I would love if all my games were translated to Italian. Like if there's more room for me, then yes, I would love that.
We are really happy to have you, and you are such a cool person. And it's been a blast, and we hope that virtually all of your games will be translated, and we will welcome them on the scene.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and thank you so much for interviewing me. It's been fun.
Thanks to you. And lastly, a sign, maybe. We can wave bye to everyone. Okay? Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thanks for staying with us. If you've enjoyed yourself, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.